In a universe where supernatural entities collide, the night sky suddenly brightens as if thousands of stars are awakening. A golden light radiates from an entity hovering among the clouds, his body radiating brilliant energy, illuminating the cities below like a second sun. He is Sentry, a hero created from secret experiments, with powers beyond human limits. In the distance, from another dimension, another figure rushes forward, his red cape fluttering in the wind, his eyes flashing with red lasers. It is Superman, the symbol of hope from the lost planet Krypton. These two entities, although similar in appearance with the ability to fly and immense strength, are completely different in nature. Sentry is not a copy of anyone. He is a product of Earth science, inspired by ancient myths. But his origin lies in a special serum that transforms him into a being of infinite energy. Superman, in turn, absorbs the energy of Earth's yellow sun, transforming him into a guardian deity. This encounter is no coincidence. It is the result of a dimensional rift where universes merge, forcing the two entities to face off. The sky shakes, the clouds roll like angry seas, and the ground below begins to crack under the pressure of the enormous energy. The light from the Sentry illuminates the tall buildings, reflecting off the window glass like falling stars, while Superman hovers with a steady posture, his muscles tensing under his tight suit, ready for the coming battle. As the two entities approach each other, the air becomes heavy, as if space is being compressed. Sentry, with his golden hair and glittering black and gold suit, flew at breakneck speed, leaving streaks of light across the night sky. He was no clone. His powers included super strength, super speed, extreme durability, and telekinesis, all honed from his trials on Earth. Superman, the S symbol on his chest gleaming in the moonlight, moved with perfect precision, his eyes scanning the space, taking in every detail. No words were spoken at first, only the howling of the wind and the distant rumble of thunder. Sentry charged first, his arm flaring out, creating a golden beam of energy that lit up the entire horizon like a sudden dawn. Superman dodged, his body blurring into the air, then countered with a powerful punch, the shockwave spreading out, shaking the distant mountains. The battle begins, and the world below witnesses an unprecedented sight. Two gods clash, light and darkness blending into a chaotic picture. Sentry is not a product of a distant planet. He was born in a top-secret laboratory on Earth, where Valentina, a brilliant scientist, created a serum with the power of 1,000 exploding suns. The image of him awakening in a glass chamber, his body glowing with golden energy, his eyes wide with new power, is still vividly imprinted in the memories of those who witnessed it. His suit, with its brilliant yellow and modern design, reflects light from every angle, creating an aura of immortality. Superman, on the other hand, comes from the destroyed planet Krypton, and he grew up under the sunlight of Earth, transforming into a symbol of invincibility. His red cape billows in the wind, symbolizing hope, while his body absorbs the sun's energy, making his skin sparkle like diamonds. Though both soar among the clouds, Sentry is no clone. He was inspired by heroes like Superman or Thor, but his nature was completely different. Thor, the god of thunder with the sparkling hammer Mjolnir, was also inspired by similar myths, but no one called him a clone. Sentry moved at the speed of light, leaving a trail of golden light, while Superman rushed forward with raw power, creating tornadoes. During the fight, Sentry used his telekinesis, waving his hands slightly, causing the air around Superman to compress, creating energy circles that sparkled like shooting stars. Superman responded with his icy breath, freezing the surrounding space, ice crystals sparkling under the light from Sentry. The ground below shook, tall buildings swayed, and broken glass fell like a shower of stars. Sentry flew higher, his body shining brightly, illuminating the entire city like an artificial sun, while Superman hovered with a steadfast posture, his red eyes scanning the space. There is no real resemblance. The Sentry's origins lie in human science, while Superman is the legacy of an alien civilization. The battle continues, with collisions creating shockwaves that ripple out, toppling trees and surging seas. Sentry possesses power that surpasses all the Avengers combined, a fact that is well established. He is stronger than Thor with his lightning powers, Hulk with his green rage, or Iron Man with his advanced technology. The image of him lifting a mountain, his muscles tensing under his golden suit, his energy radiating like solar flares, proves it. In the fight, he lunges at Superman with super speed, his punches creating energy blasts that light up the sky like giant fireworks. Superman, durable as he is, has to dodge, his body fading into thin air, then counterattacks with lasers from his eyes, cutting through space like red blades. But Sentry does not flinch. His durability is superior, his body absorbing blows without breaking, golden energy radiating to heal any wound. Valentina, his creator, knows that power well. The energy of 1,000 exploding suns. Picture him unleashing energy, the sky turning into a sea of golden fire, the temperature soaring, melting everything around him. An exploding sun releases about 10 circumflex, 44 joules. Multiplied 1,000 times to 10 circumflex, 47 joules. Enough to destroy multiple solar systems. Superman, powerful as he is with the ability to lift planets, is no match. Bruce's claims of his power are mere words, while Valentina witnesses it firsthand. Sentry flies around, creating glowing rings of energy, while Superman struggles to get close, his muscles tensing under his armor. The fight escalates, with energy blasts illuminating the night, bathing the world below in blinding light. Sentry charged forward, golden energy enveloping his body, creating an indestructible aura. Superman responded with a powerful punch, the shockwave spreading, cracking the ground. But Sentry did not stop. He used his telekinesis, compressing the air around Superman, creating a sparkling energy circle. Superman broke through, the laser beam from his eyes cut through, but Sentry dodged, flying higher, lighting up the sky like the sun. Sentry hovered in midair, his body emitting a warm golden light, illuminating the gray clouds into a sea of gold. Rays of light filtered through the gaps in the clouds, reaching the ground, causing the grass and trees to sway as if awakening from hibernation. Superman, from a distant dimension, rushed in at terrifying speed, his body cutting through the air like a silver arrow, his red cape fluttering, creating graceful curves against the sky. His eyes flashed red, scanning the space, recognizing every tiny movement, from falling leaves to flying dust particles. The air became heavy, the pressure from the two entities warping the space, creating gentle ripples like the surface of a disturbed lake. Sentry moved first, his arms swinging, releasing a stream of golden energy, spreading like a river of fire, illuminating the entire horizon. The tall buildings below reflected the light, the window glass glittering like diamonds, while the crowd of people looked up at the sky in horror. Superman dodged, his body blurred in the air, then counterattacked with his icy breath, creating sparkling ice crystals, freezing the space around Sentry. But Sentry broke the ice, the golden energy melting them into steam, creating a shimmering rainbow in the middle of the night. The fight escalated. Sentry flew at super speed, leaving a trail of light like a comet, while Superman chased after him. His muscles tensed, punching the air, creating a shockwave that spread out, knocking down trees in the distance. They collided, a brilliant energy explosion, illuminating the night into day, the yellow light mixed with the red light, creating a chaotic picture. Sentry used his telekinesis, his hand pointing, causing the air to compress around Superman, creating a circle of energy that sparkled like a ring of stars. Superman broke, the laser from his eyes cut through the circle, creating red lines burning in the sky. Below, the sea surged. Waves tens of meters high crashed into the shore. The water splashed and sparkled under the light from the battle. The mountains shook, rocks rolled down the slopes, creating an echoing rumble. Sentry flew higher, his body shining brightly, illuminating the entire city like an artificial sun, dispelling the darkness. Superman rushed forward, his punch hitting Sentry. The shock wave spread out, scattering the clouds. Sentry hovered in the sky, the golden light from his body gradually fading, but still strong enough to illuminate the vast land below. The city was now silent, only the echoes of the debris falling from the tall buildings, twinkling like lost stars. The air still vibrated, as if space itself were gasping for breath after the fierce battle. Sentry stood there, his golden hair flying in the wind, his eyes shining, not of arrogance, but of a being aware of his own unparalleled power. He looked down at the world, where the small humans looked up with a mixture of wonder and fear. The sky, now free of billowing clouds, was filled with twinkling stars, as if the universe were witnessing and celebrating his victory. But the battle was not yet over. From the rift in space, a sudden crimson light exploded, tearing the night sky apart. Superman returned, his red cape tattered at one corner, but his eyes still burned with indomitable will. His body glinted under the light from the Sentry, like an unbreakable diamond. He charged forward at terrifying speed, cutting through the air like a rocket, leaving red streaks of light stretching across the black sky. The Sentry was not surprised. He had predicted this return. With a gentle wave of his hand, he released a stream of golden energy, swirling like a solar vortex, illuminating the surrounding space. The stream of energy collided with Superman, creating a dazzling explosion, the light spreading like a supernova, shaking the distant mountains. Superman responded with a powerful punch, the shockwave spreading, causing the ground below to crack open, the cracks spreading like giant snakes slithering through the ground. Sentry dodged, his figure blurred in the air, moving at a speed that surpassed light, leaving behind a trail of golden light like a comet. He used his telekinesis, causing the air around Superman to compress, forming an invisible cage, sparkling with golden light. Superman, with his raw power, broke the cage. The energy fragments shattered like glass, falling to the ground like a meteor shower. He rushed forward, his eyes shooting out red lasers, cutting through space, aiming straight at Sentry. But Sentry, with his superior durability, stood firm, his body absorbing the lasers, the red light blending into the golden halo, creating a brilliant picture in the sky. This scene, from the ground, looked like a battle of the gods. The people in the city stood there dumbfounded, the light from the battle illuminating their faces, reflected in their astonished eyes. The sea below surged, waves tens of meters high crashing against the shore, splashing water that glittered in gold and red light. Mountains shook, rocks rolled down, forming huge clouds of dust, as if the earth itself was trembling under the power of the two entities. Sentry soared higher, his body glowing brightly, lighting up the entire sky like a second sun, while Superman hovered with a steadfast stance, his cape fluttering, the S symbol on his chest glowing like an undying flame. The battle moved from the skies above Earth to outer space, where there were no longer any limits of gravity or air. Sentry and Superman crashed through the clouds, through the atmosphere, where the pitch-black space stretched endlessly, dotted with twinkling stars. Sentry, powered by the energy of 1,000 suns, shone like a living star, the golden light from his body illuminating the nearby asteroids, making them sparkle like precious gems. Superman, powered by the distant golden sunlight, moved at terrifying speeds, his body cutting through space, leaving red trails of light that trailed like the blood of stars. They collided in midair, each punch sending shock waves that rippled, shaking the nearby asteroids, turning them into sparkling fragments floating in the universe. Sentry unleashed a ball of energy, growing larger like a miniature sun, its golden light illuminating the entire space, making the cosmic dust clouds sparkle like the Milky Way. Superman dodged, his body blurred, then responded with an icy breath, creating sparkling ice crystals in the space, freezing everything in its path. But the energy from Sentry melted the ice, turning them into sparkling steam, blending with his golden light. Sentry used his telekinesis, waving his hand to create an energy vortex, wrapping Superman, making him spin in space. The energy circles sparkled like rings of stars, tightening around Superman's body, but he broke them, his raw power tearing away all restraints. He charged forward, his punch hitting Sentry, creating an energy explosion, the light spreading like a supernova, illuminating a corner of the universe. Sentry responded, his hands swinging, releasing a golden beam of energy that swirled like a solar flare, sending Superman flying thousands of miles through space. The cosmic backdrop now became the stage for their battle. Asteroids shattered, floating like shards of sparkling glass, reflecting the light from both entities. A nearby asteroid shook, its surface cracking, crimson magma erupting, creating rivers of fire in the space. Sentry flew, leaving a trail of golden light like a giant shooting star. While Superman pursued, his red cape fluttering, his crimson eyes scanning the space, searching for his opponent's weak spot. The battle reached its climax as Sentry focused all his energy. He floated in space, his body glowing brightly, a golden light spreading, illuminating a vast expanse of the universe. The nearby stars seemed to fade before his radiance, as if the universe itself was bowing to this power. He spread his arms wide, the energy of thousands of exploding suns gathered together, forming a giant energy ball, sparkling like a newborn star. The ball grew larger, the golden light illuminating everything, causing nearby asteroids to melt into cosmic dust. Superman, despite his endurance, felt the pressure from this enormous energy. He rushed forward, trying to break the ball, his eyes shooting out red lasers, cutting through space like blades. But the energy from Sentry was too strong. The laser was swallowed, merging into the golden light. Sentry swung his arm, the energy ball rushed forward, colliding with Superman, creating a dazzling explosion, the light spreading like a supernova, illuminating a corner of the universe. The shockwaves spread out, shaking the nearby planets, causing their surfaces to crack, magma erupting like cosmic flames. Superman retreated, his body smoking, but still standing. He charged forward one last time, using all his strength, his punch hitting Sentry, creating another explosion, red and yellow light blending, illuminating space like a brilliant painting. But Sentry, with superior energy, responded with one last blow. He focused all his strength, creating a stream of bright yellow energy, swirling like a solar storm, pushing Superman through space, into another space rift. Space returned to silence, only sparkling debris floating, reflecting the light from distant stars. The Sentry hovered, his body still glowing, but the light was softer now, like a dying flame. He looked toward the dimensional rift where Superman had disappeared, not with arrogance, but with the respect due to a worthy opponent. The universe, now at peace, bore witness to the Sentry's triumph. not as a clone, but as a unique being, with power beyond all limits.